What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dilly's Demons, a brand new series here on the Podcaster channel. I am your host, Martanis IV, with my guest over here, Mr. Sonic Force. Mr. Sonic Force, say hello to the fans.
Hi.
And then, of course, we have the legend, the myth himself, Mr. Dilly. Dilly, do you have a word?
What up, dudes?
There you have it, folks. Mr. Dilly himself. Now, let me run through sort of like the premise that this show is going to run off of. Basically, this is going to be just a whole bunch of really easy demon levels, and I'm going to be playing through them, showing them off to you guys, and then maybe you can give it an attempt yourself. And of course, we do indeed have Dilly to thank for these demon levels, because some of them are quite obscure, kind of hidden gems, if you will. And Dilly's really good at hunting them down, which is why, of course, this show is called Dilly's Demon. Fairly self-explanatory. And we're gonna jump into the very first Dilly Demon, which is Blue Hell. This is actually a fairly recent one. You will notice that I have actually beaten it before. That's because I actually beat it yesterday, and then today we came up with the idea for Dilly's Demon. So I'm going to be rebeating this level, and thankfully it is so easy that it should not be a problem, ladies and gentlemen.
Easy for you. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I had my problems with that level.
Yeah, it took me like roughly 50 attempts.
And it took me like roughly 500 attempts. The level's easy and all, but it
yeah, of course, depending on your skill. And of course, do keep in mind, these are demon for a reason, so don't expect them to be stereo madness level difficulty. They will pose at least semi of a challenge, at the very least.
I can beat stereo madness.
So here we have folks going in for a few attempts on Blue Hell here. Let's see, I feel like, should I run through? Nah, I don't have to do practice mode. So anyways, this beginning part, fairly simple. That double rocket ship part can be a little tricky. Thankfully, it ain't too bad. Then over here, we move over to double part. Pretty much all symmetrical.
For the most part, all the symmetrical parts, all the double parts
are
symmetrical, except one jump.
Yeah, except
There's
one
jump.
jump,
Very small part that's not symmetrical, but it's just one extra.
Exactly. So as you can see, so far, not too bad. Not too bad whatsoever. Then
And for those who don't do this, a strategy is if they're both symmetrical. And there you go.
You did actually cut out there, but I can imagine what you said was just look at one cube and then just
look at the right side up one, yeah.
And so actually, I think I will run through this level in practice mode once, just to kind of show off to the fans little strategies for different parts. So the beginning here, fairly self-explanatory. For newer players, the orb and the rocket ship part will be a fairly new mechanic, but it really isn't that difficult. Just, tap like it's like a fly into the orb and tap, fairly simple. Now this part right here is, you do have to like sort of tap a little bit, because if you if you look at the top there, it actually kills you. So you do have to fly a little bit. So a little bit of it's not perfectly even, but it's not too bad. Then you have a wave part here. It seems bad, but it's really not. Then this cube part right over here, whoa, there's a coin there. What? Yo, I just found a coin.
It's like somebody's made a new discovery.
I
know that one coin when you're in the UFO part. I didn't bother looking for the other one.
There's it's in that cube part. If you jump at a certain point, you actually there's like a hidden coin right here. So you just jump there, folks, and you nab that coin. So I mean, the coins are unrated, so there's no real point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, if the levels ever get verified,
maybe.
If the coin ever gets verified.
All right, so then, like we were talking about before, this double part here, it's literally exactly symmetrical. There's no what's the opposite of symmetrical? Asymmetrical? None of that. Anyways, I do actually want to point out this specific part right here, ladies and gentlemen. These two orbs, I'm dying. Hold on a sec. There. These two orbs right there. These things are buggy as heck. They will kill you a lot of the times, and you'll have no idea why.
Oh, you talking about the 2 yellow jump
The 2 yellow jump orbs, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. You gotta get that tapping right. You gotta get the tapping right.
Dilly did have a little bit of trouble on that one, as you
The blue, I'll say this right now, blue, all the bugs in that level, it took me way longer than it did. And you're gonna notice more later on.
Then of course here we have a fastball part, just tap twice. Now this double part right here may look intimidating at first, but I trust you, it's not that bad. Just tap up, just see the yellow orb at the bottom? Just literally go ahead and tap. There you go. Then it's back to symmetrical. Then this UFO, you do have to spam a little bit at the beginning there because the gravity on mini UFOs are a little more. Then you have another wave part, fairly self-explanatory as you can see. Actually, it's easier than the first one. Now, this right here is probably the trickiest part in the level, this slow ball part. A lot of precise tapping, definitely the hardest part on the level. I'd recommend going into practice mode a few times, just running through this part, just because it can be a little finicky, if you will. And then, after that, you have ×3 speed, not too difficult, and it does give you a good amount of time to react to what's coming up, as you can see here. Plenty of time. And then after that, you just have a rocket ship part. You can literally just kind of let the gravity portals carry you to the end, if you will. And then there you have it, folks. That's Blue Hell. Fairly simple level, as you can probably see. And it's quite short, too. I don't know the exact time.
It's a little over a minute.
Yeah, it's still long.
Like seconds over a minute.
Exactly.
It's nothing.
Well, then we're gonna jump into a few attempts here.
See, the thing is with that level is, yes, it is buggy, but because the level's so short, there's not really
exactly.
Yeah. So that's that attempt count.
So I'm actually gonna go for that coin now, because I know where it is. It's fairly simple to get. So here comes the buggy orbs. I succeeded in passing them.
That ball part later on, that has its own things too.
Then of course, actually, that's actually kind of an interesting fact that I learned there. When moving out of the wave section into the ball section, you want to try and be going down, because if you go up,
I know that too.
Yeah, I actually just found that out now.
See, the thing is, you gotta go low, but you can't go.
Exactly.
And if you go too high, you'll do that bounce that I kept.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shoot, I should have tapped there. Now these videos will be edited. I'm gonna do a little so there'll be like cuts here and there. So just thought I'd point it out. These are gonna be a little more higher quality edits for Dilly's Demons. Come on down and give them a try. Of course, all of the level info will be in the description. There'll be the ID. You just type that ID into the GD search bar, and you can find this level. Maybe add an extra demon to your tally. Shouldn't take you too long. Maybe. Of course, skill levels does vary. I've been playing this game for quite a while, so a level like this is like nothing for me. However, someone who hasn't beaten, like, let's say, Dry Out yet might struggle a little bit more. And I think I mentioned this before, but this is a demon level for a reason. See, I'm struggling a little bit here as well. There goes something. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm starting to die at the beginning, Del.
Yeah.
Oh god. No!
Okay, hold up. I want to say something. One of the experiences I had with this level is once I died from like the glitch or bugs or whatever you want to call it, I died like 5 more times right at the beginning.
Yeah, that literally
that's just the way this level
literally
works.
just happened to me.
Yeah, you die like 5 times at the beginning rocket ship and then back at it. That's where the time loss comes in.
Alright, come on, orbs. Thank you for cooperating. Alright, gotta make sure you go. Remember, folks, you gotta go down. You Gotta go straight down. It's like this. There you go. And I tapped too early. To be fair, I was focusing sort of on exiting the wave correctly. So should have expected that. Now, what's it called? Dilly's Demons is, of course, only one new series coming out here on the podcast. We're gonna get you a few more videos coming up real soon. So get hyped for that. They might not be series, but they will be videos for you guys. You know, content. We're kind of.
Okay, you guys can look forward to. Look, okay, I know the video about Steve just released recently. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. I actually don't know. Depending on when this.
Yeah, depending on when this goes up.
Steve may have came out recently, and you know what? We got more coming. We discovered something phenomenal in the game you won't want to miss. Maybe it's already out. Who knows? It'd be really funny if it's already out.
Yeah.
But also, while making this cast right now, while you were doing this, I discovered something. I'm not going to spoil it now, but for those of you who've seen the What Nintendo Doesn't Want You to Know About Luigi's Mansion 3 video, and also the video that was like how everyone reacted when the
Pokemon Sword and Shield,
Sword and Shield starters came out video, for those of you who like those videos, let's just say there's one in a similar style that's in the works right now, because I've just discovered something Nintendo does not want you to know about.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be amazing.
And on top of that, me and Joseph19 got a new what do we call him? Oh, what was the name? Shoot, I forget. But it's a cast similar to like the Honey Nut Cheerio cast or the Smart Food cast. You know, one of those conspiracy casts. It's gonna be amazing. And oh yeah, by the way, while we were explaining that, I actually beat Blue Hell. So there there you have it, folks. That is episode 1 of Dilly's Demons. Mr. Dilly, on a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate this particular level? From 1 being it's one of the harder levels, and 5 being pathetically easy.
All right. So the level overall is easy, but the thing is, there's a lot of annoying bugs in it, which is a huge time loss. I am gonna say, let's say 3 is appropriate.
And there you have it, folks. A 3 out of 5 difficulty with 1, and of course, just to sort of remind you all, you know, a 5 out of 5 is like, it's a really easy level. Give it a go. 3 out of 5, or 3 out of 5. It's a little bit more difficult, but not too bad. A 1 is, it's one of the, it's if it's a 1, it's basically one of the more harder easy. But most of these will be, for the most part, easy. You know, there won't be no. I can imagine there won't be any problematic on this tier list, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, yeah, problematic.
Yeah, that's, you know, we'll get to that another time. Well, thanks, folks. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of Dilly's Demons, and see you guys for episode 2. See ya.